Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera, selamat malam diucapkan kepada anda. Sebentar sahaja lagi saya akan bersama dengan pelajar-pelajar saya. Kita akan buat kelas online, iClass, bertajuk BMC, Business Model Canvas. Okey, saya harapkan semua pelajar-pelajar saya tu boleh masuk sekarang, boleh subscribe di YouTube channel ini, FH Network channel. Boleh share-share kepada rakan-rakan kita yang ada dalam grup ni, ataupun yang tak ada dalam grup ni boleh share secara personal, secara DM ya, secara DM. Suara saya jelas ke tak jelas sebelum kita mulakan iClass ini? Boleh respon boleh respon di okey. Kita dah ada 2 orang yang respon. Wan Anis hari ni jelas. Naimah Raji jelas. Amirul Akil jelas. Okey, yang lain belum masuk lagi. Saya tak akan mula kelas ni lagi kalau ramai yang belum masuk lagi. Okey. So pastikan rakan-rakan anda boleh sama-sama dengan kita ya. Kelas ni tak lama, mungkin saya ambil masa dalam kurang 1 jam saja. Kita nak buat revision sedikit saja tentang BMC. Jadi anda boleh refer balik. You can refer back your BMC konten yang telah pun kita discuss masa dalam kelas, face to face kelas minggu lepas. Okey, ataupun minggu-minggu yang telah pun kita adakan kelas. Jadi inilah satu teknik supaya anda lepas ni boleh refer balik, walaupun kita dah tak ada kelas secara fizikal, lecture yang kita buat macam biasa tu, tapi time nak buat assignment tu bolehlah tengok-tengok kembali video ni di dalam saya punya YouTube channel ni. Okey, dan boleh juga kongsi kepada rakan-rakan kita di kelas-kelas lain yang mungkin juga mereka ingin mendapat input-input yang mungkin berbeza dari segi penyampaian. Input dia lebih kurang sama saja, ataupun sama sebenarnya kalau kita tengok blocks ataupun 9 boxes tu. Cumanya mungkin dari segi penyampaian lecturer lain tu agak berbeza dengan cara yang saya sampaikan. Okey, so terima kasih kepada anda yang sudah pun bersama dengan saya secara live ini. Saya akan buka window yang ada gambar saya lah, okey, secara live. Okey, nampak tak jelas tak gambar saya ataupun video yang saya paparkan di skrin ketika ini? Jelas boleh bagi respon sikit. Nampaknya tak ramai yang masuk. Ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 je. Saya akan mainkan video ini dulu. Kemudian mungkin saya akan tambah tokokkan sedikit apa yang patutlah berkenaan dengan BMC ni. Alright, so jika anda setuju, bagi tahu setuju. Sebab bila kita dah run ni, mungkin kita nak patah balik tu susah sikit. Jadi awak mungkin boleh tengok recorded video ni selepas kita selesai semuanya. Alright, saya akan mainkan video ni. So pastikan anda lihat betul-betul video ini, business model canvas. Okay, 9 step to creating a business business successful business model. Okay, so you tengok macam mana. Alright, saya akan mainkan sekarang. So perhati betul-betul supaya anda dapat melihat dan mendengar dengan penuh fokus.
So one of the interesting things about thinking about a startup is, how is your company going to be organized? And what we now know is the most efficient way to think about all the pieces, just all the parts, is by a business model. And so the next question is, okay, Steve, you just told me to think about a business model, but what is a business model? What are all the pieces? Well, let's take a look. And a business model is how a company creates value for itself while delivering products or services for its customers. Now, if you think about it, in the old days, we'd think about how to organize a company around functional organizations. We think, no, a company is about its sales department or its engineering department, and you would draw an org chart. But now we're going to draw a very different diagram. We're going to draw a diagram of how to think about all the pieces of a business. And so let's take a look at these 9 boxes. 9 boxes to describe any company from the world's largest to a 2-person startup starting in your parents' garage. Let's take a look at the first piece called the value proposition. The value proposition answers the question, what are you building and for who? The value proposition says, hey, it's not about your idea or product, it's about solving a problem or a need for a customer.
Okay, kalau dalam kelas saya yang lepas, first sekali yang saya touch ialah bukan value proposition. Ingat tak apa yang saya touch dulu? Apa yang kita bincangkan dulu dalam slide saya yang sebelum ini dalam kelas kita? Boleh jawab tak? So bukannya value proposition, tetapi kalau anda masih ingat, kita bincang pasal customer apa? Customer segment. Alright. Tapi dalam video ini dia sentuh tentang value proposition. Tapi tak apa, nanti kita akan hurai selepas ini. Kita tengok dulu video ini tentang value proposition. Dengar elok-elok tau.
That is, what pain are you solving? What gain are you creating? And more importantly, who are your customers? Now, value proposition is a fancy word for what product or service are you building. This is where you normally would list all your features and here's all the speeds and feeds and benefits and whatever. But you're really going to be asking a different question than might have been used to. It's not all about your technology. Your technology is just part of the value proposition. Customers really don't care about your technology. The customers are trying to solve a problem or fulfill a need. By the way, we'll be talking about this through multiple lectures.
Okay, awak ingat lagi tak masa saya sebut itu? Business ni adalah bagaimana kita nak selesaikan masalah, solving problems, and then give benefits, and then give satisfaction. Okay, kita nak memuaskan kehendak, keperluan, needs of the customers. So quality is different. Kalau customer tu dapat kepuasan, that means the quality is there. Tapi kalau misal kata customer tak dapat kepuasan, tak ada satisfaction, tidak ada benefits untuk mereka, so maknanya itu adalah satu products ataupun service yang tidak berkualiti. It depends. Kadang-kadang orang ni kata benda ni berkualiti, tapi orang lain kata dia tidak berkualiti. Tapi secara general, as a general issue, kalau you kata dapat memuaskan hati semua orang, that means your products or your service, okay, is quality enough ataupun dapat memberi kepuasan kepada orang lain. Itu antara benda yang menarik juga. Okay, kita sambung macam mana.
The difference between a problem and a need is, a problem is, I have an accounting problem, or I want to use a word processor. And those types of products solve problems. But there are other things that human beings do, like I want to be entertained, or I want to have a date. Those are some basic hardwired social needs. Or I want to communicate with my friends, like Facebook or Twitter. Those are needs. Needs are different than problems. And By the way, if you could find products that solve needs, your total available market, as you'll see later, is huge compared to I solve specific problems. So the next thing is, who are my customers? Who are they and why would they buy? And as you'll hear a number of times, your customers do not exist to buy, you exist for them. And what you're going to do by getting out of the building is figuring out all their geographic, social characteristics, demographics, such that you actually could draw and put up a picture on your wall of who the archetype is or who the persona is of your customer. And it turns out that in most startups, you might have more than one or two or three types of customer archetypes and personas, but you need to understand them in detail. And there is no possible way you could have anything but a hypothesis on day one of who they are. The next is channels. How does your product over here get to your customers over here? And we use distribution channels to do that. Now, what's really interesting is pre-1990s, the only channels to get to a customer was a physical channel. That is, you went to a store.
Okay, channel ni you boleh tengok, you dengar jelas betul-betul. Ada persamaan dengan apa yang saya cerita. Okay, sedikit sebanyak dia banyak persamaan lah. Yang lain pun banyak persamaan juga, tapi yang ni saya rasa macam channel, how does the products get from our company to the customers, and then dia sentuh juga pasal online and offline. Okay, so kita tengok, kita sambung balik.
You had salespeople, there was physical distribution. But since the mid-1990s, in the last couple of decades, we now have virtual channels, the web, mobile, cloud. And so distribution channels, the first question you want to ask is, how will I be selling and how will I be distributing my products? Are they through physical channels, or are they web mobile? Or given today, almost every physical channel also has a web presence. What is the relationship of how your product gets from your company to the customers? Customer relationships is kind of the fourth piece. And customer relationships has a really interesting interaction with these other three pieces. It basically says, how do I get customers, how do I keep them, and how do I grow them? And just like thinking about distribution channels, these are very different for web mobile than they are for physical channels. But visually, they kind of look like this double-sided funnel. So let's just take a look at quickly a web example. In getting customers, you're going to be worrying about how do I acquire them? That is, how do I get them even to my website? How do I activate them? That is, how do I make them do something? And then later on, we'll see, after I got them, how do I keep them around? That is, how do I not lose them through attrition and churn? And then what can I do once I have customers to make them spend more money or use my product even more? And so one of the things we'll be thinking about is, how do I get, keep, and grow customers? And just like every other step, you might have hypotheses on day one, but you're only going to figure this out when you're out of the building. The next thing is revenue streams. How do you actually make money from your product and service being sold to customer segments?
Okay, so the keyword is bagaimana kita nak buat duit. Okay, ada kata tadi, how do you work? Okay, so you work ataupun you make money, okay, you make money. Macam mana kita nak buat? Macam mana pun kita nak dapatkan duit. Macam saya kata dalam kelas itu, macam mana kita, how we can tap the other people money. Okay, so macam mana kita nak dapatkan dengan apa cara sekalipun.
You know, revenue streams basically ask the question, what value is the customer paying for? And it actually has you think about, what's the strategy of how I'm going to capture that value? Is it I'm going to just have a direct sale and it's a transaction based on price? Is it a freemium model where I'm going to give away the product for free and hope that some portion convert later? Is it a license or subscription model? That revenue model is different than the pricing tactics. That is, what is the dollar or pound amount or euro amount that I'm going to be charging? Again, the only way to figure this out is being able to interact with tens or hundreds or thousands of customers till you finally understand what the right revenue stream and revenue model is.
Okey. So macam dia kata tadi lah, kita macam-macam mana pun kita akan cuba untuk dapatkan duit ataupun kita nak jual kepada segmentation yang berbeza. Okey, segmentation yang mungkin yang tak berapa tinggi pendapatannya, kita tahu bagaimana kita nak jual kepada mereka. Begitulah juga kepada segmentation yang orang-orang kaya. Okay. So kita tahu bagaimana kita nak tembusi pasaran kepada segmentation orang-orang kaya. So ada yang kita boleh jual kepada orang yang kelompok yang miskin, ada yang kita boleh jual kepada kelompok orang yang kaya. Okay, sebab itu kalau kita dapat mengenal pasti segmen-segmen yang betul, okay, kita dapat memberi satu nilai value proposition yang betul. Itulah yang kita boleh convert kepada profit. Kalau kita salah group, macam saya bincang dalam kelas, okay, hari ni kita nak review balik. Kalau kita tersalah group, sampai bila-bila pun kita tak boleh nak jual produk kita sebab segmentation yang betul dan value yang salah. Alright. Okay, kita sambung step yang ke-6, itu resources, key resources.
Next piece you want to think about is, what are the key resources? What do you need to make the business model work? What assets are important? And what's an example of an asset in a key resource? Well, finance. Do you need capital? Do you need a line of credit? Some assets and resources are physical. Do you need physical plant, like a manufacturing line? Do you need specialized machines? Do you need vans and for delivery? Do you need cars? Is there something else you need? Is there intellectual property you need? Is there patents you need to acquire or protect? Do you need to acquire customer lists? Or is it just that you need to get great people, great software programmers in a specific area, or great hardware designers, or great manufacturing people? And then finally, again, the interaction between intellectual and human capital that's another key resource. What specifically do you need to do to keep these people, and who are they? The next piece is, who are your key partners and suppliers? And partnerships are kind of interesting, is we need to ask ourselves, before what's the deal, is what exactly are we acquiring from partners? And also, what activities are they going to perform and when? And this is where startups sometimes make a mistake of thinking, well, large companies do partnerships, I guess I need those too on day one. It turns out the types of partnerships you need in year one are certainly not the ones you're going to need in year 3 or 5 or 10. And the types of partnerships could be strategic alliances, joint ventures, just regular suppliers and buyers. And so you need to be thinking through who they are and actually getting out of the building and testing them.
Okay.
Next are key activities. What's the most important things you need to do for the business to make the business model work? Are you in the production business? Are you making something? Or are you in the problem-solving business, like you're doing consulting or engineering? Or are you managing supply chains? What are the key activities you need to become expert at? And then finally, all this adds up on the left-hand side, over here, to costs. What are the costs and expenses to operate the business model? One of the interesting things about cost is it's not just the obvious ones, like people or buildings or materials. What you're really going to be asking are, what are the entire costs to operate our business model? And so you want to think about what are the most important costs you need to worry about? What are the most expensive resources you're going to need to pay for? And what key activities are the most expensive? And then you want to ask the typical accounting things. What are fixed costs? What are variable costs? Are there economies of scale? And you want to start getting a good handle on what it is that will end up costing you money to run your business.
Okay, so saya rasa itu dah cover semua secara cepat. Okay, and ada 9 blocks, ataupun ada yang sebut blocks, building blocks. Okay, ada yang sebut boxes, 9 boxes. So begitulah kenapa ni jadi macam ni. Okay, so itulah yang boleh kita tengok, yang kita boleh simpulkan sebagai revisionnya. Dalam kelas kita dah bincang sebenarnya, cuma dalam ni kita buat balik. Okey, kita tengoklah apa yang patut. Okey, so ada soalan tak? Sekarang ni dekat sini pun boleh saya boleh buka soalan. Okey, saya boleh buka soalan dan you all boleh tanya saya apa yang nak tanya, tak ada masalah. Kita cuba nak menggunakan teknologi ini supaya you all boleh tanyalah. Tanya boleh jawab, saya boleh jawab dengan suara, you all boleh tanya dengan apa, type dekat bawah tu, dekat apa ni, kat ruangan komen tu. Boleh tak Amirul Akil, Liza Ismail? So mana you ni masih lagi bersama dengan saya tu? Wan Anis Khairi ni siapa ni pencuri hati ni? Siapa pencuri hati ni? Okay, so saya rasa kalau you all tak ada soalan, ataupun soalan tu boleh you all tanya saya masa dalam kelas nanti. You all boleh share juga video ni untuk rakan-rakan yang kelas lain, mungkin kelas lain memerlukan video ni, insyaAllah. Okay, mereka juga mendapat manfaat daripada video ni. Mungkin lecturer lain dah bagilah, dah bagi link video ni di YouTube. Cumanya kalau di sini kita boleh discuss sikit-sikit lagi, tambah apa yang patut, perisa-perisa yang secukupnya untuk kita sama-sama bincang dalam secara online. Okay, so setakat ini dulu. Terima kasih kerana bersama dengan saya. Kita akan berjumpa lagi. Okay, kita akan bersua lagi dalam seri-seri kuliah secara online ini, ataupun kelas secara online ini bersama dengan saya di mana lagi kalau bukan di FH Network Channel. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kita jumpa lagi. Bye bye.